Hello people of the YouTube and the greater world, it's JC.I.M.E sitting here with
Kyle Field, 22. Hello.
and we're going to be doing a quick film review on Creed. So, Creed, as you've probably seen, is a kind of follow-on in the Rocky series, but it's a standalone film. Let's not go into Rocky, let's stick on Creed and what it is. Now, Creed for me was a really, really good film, though I personally didn't get all the fighting. I struggled to follow it with my own eyesight, and with the audio description it was kind of a lot to take in at once.
Keep up with it.
So yeah, that was one of the big things that stood out as a negative. But I will say that all of the kind of actual acting leading up to the fights was really, really good. So you can see a lot of the intensity between the characters. You see a lot of character depth and character building between Rocky and Adonis Creed, who the film kind of centres around. So for me, that's kind of my big yay and big nay of the film. What about you? What were your big
I
things?
guess it's a shame because I didn't realise you couldn't see half of that. It's a shame. I guess it's a good thing that this movie didn't focus on the fights, really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go and watch this film because you want to go and see a load of boxing matches, don't go and watch it because it kind of veers away from that. It's more about a storyline about Creed and his legacy, and he wants to, make his dad proud and everything and all of that. So
obviously you're not watching this for spoilers. So we're trying not to give you too many. We'll not give away any of the big dramas or anything like that. But we will talk about obviously what happens in the film. So we start off with young Adonis. He is Apollo Creed's illegitimate son through a bit of an affair and a bit of nookie in the corner, and he kind of has this overbearing pressure on him, this kind of expectation because of his bloodline to be this person, and he does follow in his father's footsteps. In fact, he is a boxer and he wants to be the world's best, but he wants to make his own name. He doesn't want to be Apollo Creed II. He wants to be Adonis Johnson
Creed. He goes by his other name, doesn't he? Johnson, which is what, his mother's maiden name or something?
I think so. So the way it worked out, obviously, you've got Creed and his missus, and Creed dies. When Creed has his affair with this woman...
Yeah, so the woman who's also in the film.
Yeah. I can't remember her name.
I got a foggiest.
Mildred? No, Marion?
She only appears 3 times.
I know, she really didn't have a huge appearance in the film, which is a shame because you would have thought with a lot of this kind of backstory build-up you'd get a lot of the parental influence, but nope. We go straight into Rocky and Sylvester Stallone.
You just see their friendship, don't you? And
yeah.
He sees him as his dad and he sees him as his son. And
because, not trying to give away any spoilers, Rocky hasn't been involved in any of the boxing ever since he kind of left it in his own era. He tried training his son, but his son didn't take to it, so he left it behind him. So when Creed rolls up and suddenly he's asking all these questions and showing this true passion, it strikes something within Mr. Stallone, and off they go again on their friendship and on their roller coaster world.
No, I gotta say, the only other thing that I want to mention is I was just teasing throughout the whole film of the obviously iconic theme tune, Rocky Balboa, and they didn't play it all the way through, and then right towards the end, I think, was it just before the fight?
No, I think it was actually in the fight. It was on the 9th or 10th round.
And then
big fight, and suddenly the song comes on, and everyone in the cinema was
goosebumps.
Like, yes!
I know, yeah.
And both of us are sitting there next to each other going, they've freaking done it! They've freaking done it! They finally put it up! They literally were teasing. You'd hear the intro of it, and then they'd go, eee. And then you go, oh, maybe not this time.
It's
and then
a different sort of, throughout the whole film, it was teased, but it was like an orchestral sort of version of it.
Not the true
actual,
Rocky
the only
song.
I hear is they didn't even play, 4 seconds of the clip, but but that done it for me.
That was a big moment. Going off of some other film reviewers and going off of some other things that I've seen you do, I think it fit quite well into the Rocky chain. It's a standalone film, but you can't get away from the fact that it's got the Rocky theme in the background. Now,
100%.
they didn't try and get away from it. That's the good part. But they did it in a way that means it's a standalone film. They didn't try and say, look at this, it's another Rocky starting. They did it as its own little film where they had this kid with his rough background, working his way through everything to get to where he is now.
I'd love to see what they do next, to see if they actually make a sequel or not. That would be interesting.
I'm not sure, in all honesty, because did they leave enough room or did they not? I feel like they didn't leave a huge amount of room for it, unless obviously something else comes up and something happens to Creed or something happens to Rocky, and that's where they continue it on from. Now, there's a big spoiler that we're trying to avoid. You can probably tell the two of us are like, don't mention that bit, don't mention that bit. So yeah, anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Michael Jordan, he just revived himself basically, didn't he, from Fantastic Four, so I've heard bad things about that film, so yeah, no, this is a great film for the start of 2016. It's the first film I've seen this year in the cinema, so...
He's not seen Star Wars yet.
I haven't seen
Cue the gasp!
Yeah, cue the hate comments, I can feel them coming through already. I know.
I've got delicate skin, I've got a delicate ego.
I know, yeah. But the next one's to review, obviously, Dirty Grandpa with Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. That'll be coming out. What else did I say?
The
Fifth Wave, that'll be coming out. It looks a bit like San Andreas. Don't know, it looks a bit cheesy to be honest, but we'll have a look.
We'll have a look at that one. Obviously, leave us down below which ones you want to hear, want to see, and we'll do our best to review them in the ways you are interested in. If you're wanting to hear the spoilers, then probably not going to look at us. We're trying not to give them away because we want you to go out and enjoy the films as much as we too enjoy them.
In my independent ones, I just talk about the film from start to finish. I'm terrible.
Well, we'll work on that then. We'll work on that.
Yeah, I need to review them more than spoil them.
But yes, and with that, I will believe we will wrap it up, and we'll see what else we have to talk about later on, no doubt, in the edits.
I think so, yeah, definitely.
Well, there'll be jumping around of all these little things. We go, oh, we should have mentioned that. But for the moment, I am JC.I.M.E, saying you've got one life, you've got one chance, live without regret, and I'm signing off.
Bye-bye.